Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon. Such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. So, so good, so good. I feel so good. So, I came to this library and just want to quiet down myself. And actually, this is the second library I come. The two libraries are relatively close together. You will see when I was in first library. Later on, I will do the video connecting together. Children crying. That is quite a typical library scene, right? Look at here. So now I will do a video just blah 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 and random blah blah blah, my recent things. Let's do it. Okay, so here is a library in Santa Cruz Mountains, and it's a quite affluent town, and they have this library and a little backyard, native yard here. And this native yard is not open besides library hour. It's connected with the library. You have to be within the library hour and go through the library entrance to come here. I am guessing you can pick up a book and read books to the library, read a book outside. It's quite a large backyard, and I just need something quiet. There is the birds singing, squirrel, and little animals, bees sounds, and there is an air conditioning sound. But again, every time when I make video, there are crows not happy. I am sorry. I did not know what I have done wrong to the crows. And so I just need some quiet time. And recently happened several just very random, cannot be more tedious, cannot be more small things happened, but make me think a little bit deeper. So the first thing, the other day I went to the swimming pool, and the pool is 6 lanes. And usually when there are 6 people, everyone takes a lane, and even the 7th people, and if the 7th people come here, he may want to, or they may want to join another person, right? To make 1 lane with 2 persons, aller-retour, and each person takes 1 part. So the birds. So the other day I was there, and then there was 1 new person coming in. The other lanes are fully occupied with 2 persons. I am the only one with 1 lane. I was at the edge. So usually when you are at the edge, there is a non-spoken rule. People understand, kind of. If we are both at the edge, the newcomer should take the edge, so that the person a little bit seniority. So the person who comes early got to choose to use the edge lane or use a little bit towards the middle lane. I was swimming with usual swim, and I was not walking. There are some people doing exercise, walking on the side. I was not that kind of situation. I was swimming there. So, so the newcomer came and greeted me and said something, and she jumped in, and she took the better lane. And this is a very, very small thing, right? It's not the end of the world. I can swim on the edge, a little bit kicking my leg, touching my leg, my arm, my body, but we can shift. We only have one point of meeting each other, right? If I count the right tempo, and if I calculate the right speed, I know every how long time I need to shift. So it's not really a big deal, but for some reason I feel very I feel rude, or I feel that she's not following the rule. Again, I'm sorry for the bird sound. And I was just feeling that it annoys me a little bit. I will not stand up and say, hey, you did something wrong. I do not have the courage, and I do not have the mental power, or I do not have the seriousness, or I do not need to bother too much to talk to her. So she swam in the better lane, in the a little bit middle lane. I swam at the edge, and then we finished. As we then we just kept on like that, and as we swim, at the very beginning, my feeling was feeling hurt, feeling I'm so coward. I do not speak out. I feel that I was so stingy. It's not a big deal that she took a bigger lane. And I feel that I am not standing up for the right cause, because there is a rule. And it's, although there is no written rule, but as a politeness, you should talk to the person senior than you, and talk and discuss which way, because the person who comes earlier has the seniority, right? So I was just bothered me 1 or 2 laps, and then I start to think, it's okay with me. Do I need to make a big deal? And everything happened in our life. Hello, birdie. Everything happened in our life has a meaning, has a reason. You understand that there is a lesson, right? The bird is agreeing. Yes, everything happened in our life is a lesson. This lesson may be to teach us to be strong, to be brave, to stand up to our ground. Maybe it's a lesson to let us reflect on these things. I am okay. I can get over it. I do not need to worry too much about it. I still can swim, and I finished my swim. And I start to think about my real life situation. You know, in classroom, there are always students come to tell you, what do we call it, tete-a-tete? I forgot the word. It's not my language, English. I forgot it anyway. So there is always someone will tell the teacher he did something, she did something. She did something wrong. She took a pencil and she got 2 pieces of paper, and she didn't finish her homework, and she copied others, and she talked to other people. Always there is one that talk to the teacher about others. The first thing, I let the students tell me the problem instead of fighting, confrontation. And if they can solve, they solve. If they cannot, come talk to me. And some students do not need to talk to me. They can solve it. You take 2 pieces of paper. You cannot take 2 pieces of paper. You get one and put it back. And something like there are students that can deal with this problem by solving the problem, by speaking out, by putting it right. There are other students, they can ignore it. You take 2 pieces of paper, it's okay. I have my 1 piece of paper. I can do my job, and that is good enough. I do not need to worry about your 2 pieces of paper. I do not need to worry you get a new pencil eraser and I got a dirty old one. It works. I can erase my things, and that's it. So there are other people, or there are other students who, do we say they have their priority in get the things done, right? There are this kind in our life. There are people who care about being a police and put everything in place. And there are people who care about doing their job. And there are people who care about taking advantage whenever there is a chance, right? There will be students that if you do not see me, I get another piece of paper. I get a new eraser. I get a sharper pencil. I got something better than you. There are students just care about letting things done and do not care. So I start to think, this lady, the very nice lady swimming with me, maybe she is a gift from heaven to teach me something, to teach me to reflect on my daily life, that we are all wired different. So we should treat things differently. For the students always telling teacher, you cannot change them. You cannot. It's in their DNA maybe. It's in their gene. It's in their character that they have to take care of the place. And they have a very, very sensitive sense. Maybe they have a very sensitive sense of what is right, what is wrong. Or maybe they had a lesson from their parents, from other teacher, what is right, what is wrong, and they have to stick to it. It's just so eye-opening. By this incident, someone took the lane, which is not a big deal, but since I have nothing better to do, I am swimming I just can wandering around and entertain my brain with these thoughts, and it's really entertaining. At the end of it, I do not have any problem. Anyone take my lane, take a better lane, I can still swim. If there is another person jumping in and want to circulate, I can do that. Because my goal is to swim. My goal is to finish my 10 laps. I finish my 10 laps, I am done. I have nothing to do with you. I have nothing to do with this place. My life is my life. I do my thing. I do what is needed for me. I do what is good for me. And it's very clear. So, as an added bonus for this swimming is that not only I practiced swimming, enhanced my body, flexed my body, but also it gives me a life lesson, a lesson of differentiation. After this, I start to think, if someone start to tell something, if some students keep on doing something their way, if they decide not to learn, it comes back to decide not to learn. If they decide not to learn, I cannot do anything. There was just after this, I went to class, and my job was to do some math help, math tutoring. And it was not an easy question. And some students just start to block themselves and cannot do anything. And I explain one time, two times, just do not understand. Well, I am a bad teacher, that's for sure. But at the same time, you cannot help a person who does not want to be helped. There are times my mind is not into something. You cannot force me to do the thing I do not want to do. And this goes back to students. You can tell them your parents paid so much money. You will have good job if you finish this math problem. You can go to good college. You can make good money. You can be important. You can do. No, it does not help. At that moment, what they need is from their heart. Not only that moment, in every moment of our life, what we need is from our heart. We can try to persuade, we can put our heart and soul, we can open up our heart to let them see. Still, if they do not have the heart to echo with you, there is nothing can be done. They agree. Yes, they agree. I think they agree, or maybe disagree. There is nothing I can do about these birds. They say, yeah. No. There is nothing I can do about these birds. The only thing I can do is coexist. and keep doing what I do. That's the lesson for it. Bye bye, friends. I love you. I really do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Goodbye. Bye.